Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. We're back again doing our dungeons. We're in Ben Castle now. My character now is 5.9k, so they went up a little bit. I tempered the gear for like an archer mission because I needed one more to finish it off and never had many tries left, so that's what I did. So it only went up a little bit. It's not really much of a difference. So yeah, Ben Castle is probably one of the fastest dungeons in the game. It probably is the fastest dungeon to do. At lower gear score though, it is probably one of the hardest. I'd say Sharpened Minds is probably the easiest just because you can pick up those buffs along the way. Ben Castle, you're going to struggle with these first two bosses, I imagine, so I'm actually gonna buff up myself. I just need to remember which one's the magic one because I'm so used to just hitting the melee button. There we go. There we go, I'm just gonna pop one of those. I've also got my statue buff just to help out. Again, you can bring even more buffs. You know, you can use a die or whatever you want. Just to get through, bring some potions, get some food, whatever you need, especially if you lower gear score. So yeah, there's usually mobs right here as you come in, but they're gone because, well, I was taking a while to hit record. Anyway, you just want to come on over here. This door will open on up, and this is the first boss in this room. There's a bunch of mobs around the side and a patrol. You can see them walking around there. We are just going to ignore that though, and we'll head on into the middle. And the boss is over in this back left corner. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a trigger here somewhere. Like, if you're walking here somewhere, he walks out. There we go. So, usually when I come in, I'll usually just, on my main, kill that group and then kill this group here. I am going to kill this group anyway. I'll wait for the patrol to move past. Just to get them out of the way, because I do want some space in the middle to work with. If you want to clear out the whole room and use the room to your advantage, then you can do that, but I don't think I'll need to. I know I'm probably going to take a lot of damage here, but we'll see. Hold on, just get it. There we go. A nice little meteor down. Kill all of those. And then we'll take a moment for our meteors to come back up, and then we're going to go in on the quartermaster. So I'll just skip to when that comes back up. Alright, there we go. I'm like a little lower on health and stuff, but that should be fine. I'm actually going to wait for this patrol to pass again, just in case I aggro it as well. I mean, I could actually take that out when you first come in as well, if you don't want to bother waiting for it to walk around. But once I pull the quartermaster in the middle, we shouldn't have any issues. He doesn't usually walk around the quartermaster like that, I don't think. Well, maybe he does. Maybe it's just because he's walked out in front. But yeah, I'm just going to make sure I'm thwarting. Make sure to pop the protective wings, our insulating lens, battle him up, and then we'll drop down our magic circle. Now the boss is going to immediately jump at us, so we'll only get a bit of damage in here. There we go. Thwart again, just make sure to keep using everything. And he's going to drop barrels over the course of this that you want to avoid because they'll do a bit of damage. He also does a Thundering Strike, which if you get hit with 3 times, will petrify you, so it's probably going to happen now. And then there's the Surfing Strike here. Once you get hit by this, you've got a second to break the barrel behind him. And if you don't break that in time, you will take a ton of damage. So this is the petrification. Like, the Thundering Strike that he does, he usually bounces between party members, but because we're doing this solo, that's something we're not really able to balance out as much. He's actually going to get another Earthen Grip off. I've been talking a little bit too much instead of doing damage. You can see I'm cutting this a little close. I cut that very close. But yeah, you can do him. He's not that... Well, he is difficult. He does a lot of damage, like I said, and he's got quite a bit of health. So it'll take quite a lot. Like I said, especially at lower gear scores, you might want to take some potions and food. The second boss might be a little easier, actually. We'll see how that goes. The third boss is very easy to deal with. He's no trouble at all, as you'll see when we get there. But I'm just going to take a moment to heal up. So it's a good thing I've got some sandwiches. Alright, there we go. I'm all healed up. And then we've got these 2 ogres in the way. You definitely want to get rid of one of them. So I'm just going to Fireball Arc Lightning him. Get a couple extra in. And then we're going to go around the side here. And once we're in here, there's one patrol that walks between these 2 groups here. Generally, I want to try and, you know, get the patrol and this group on the left together. But there is also a patrol in that room there that you can accidentally catch as well. So just be careful. We're going to walk right along the side here. Then I'm going to drop a meteor just about there. I should hopefully catch them all. There we go. Because the mobs in here also do quite a bit of damage. So we don't really want to aggro more than we need to. And then we're finally at the second boss of the dungeon. Again, like I said, this is a very quick one. The rooms are right next to each other. And there's a patrol either side here and 2 groups either side, as well as a warlock in the back. I'm actually just going to pull this one over because it's walked off on its own. There we go. Got our arc lightning off before the warlock did. And then I'm going to meteor this group here, because we don't actually need to kill any of the other mobs in this room. This one corner is all we really need. So I'm just going to make sure to loot these 2 as well. So for this boss, they also have a lot of health and can deal quite a bit of damage. They'll drop meteors on you at a point in the fight, so you've got to dodge the circles. They also spawn in these little ads, these little flame ads that run at you, and they explode and do damage once they die. So they're the big damage dealers. There's also a big like flame circle thing that spawns in the middle, and there's little circles that I assume you're supposed to have party members stand in, but we can't really do because, you know, there's just one of us. You'll see that at some point throughout the fight, but I think if we get behind over here, we're actually okay. We'll see. So yeah, what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to pop everything, and then we're going to run around this here. You can't really do this as well with melee, so you might struggle more with melee. But we are going to run around, and he does get stuck in between these every now and then, so you can get even more damage in without taking as much damage. So let me go ahead and start this off, and we'll see how well this goes. Get my protective wings, insulating lens, battle him. Pop our magic circle down. And again, we're going to put the meteor down, edging it a little closer to us, because this guy actually walks towards us, so he's not as big a deal. And there's the circle. As you can see, it's got the arrows. And I assume you're supposed to have party members in there. I have not done this dungeon with party members in a long, long time, I will say. Hold on, let me get around the side here. This is where the meteors come down. I actually didn't get him caught here, which is very unfortunate.
Target is facing the wrong direction.
There's the mobs that we want to get away from. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. Damn, okay. That didn't quite go the way I wanted it to go. Oh well. Yeah, like I said, he does sometimes get stuck, not all the time. Apparently not that run. Not the run that I record. It's never the run that I record. Alright, here we are. Let's try this again. Gonna get further back this time and then try and teleport into this corner. And hopefully he gets stuck. I don't know what it is I'm missing. Whenever I do it, when I'm not recording, it goes fine. And then all of a sudden, I hit that record button. Here we are. Buff up, hit everything. I didn't need to magic circle. That's fine though. Don't worry about that. Throw the meteor down on the edge, so he hopefully takes the full amount of damage. One more time. Arc lightning. I don't know if it's more effective to stand on top of here. We're gonna find out. There's the meteor anyway, so we're gonna get a bunch of damage off Chura on this. Ah, there we go. He's stuck. So apparently this is the optimal place to stand when you're on top of here. Right where I'm standing right now. There we go. Okay. There are certain points around this where if you stand around it, he gets stuck. I can't... I'm sure it's like here, maybe? I don't know where I was getting him stuck before, but apparently also if you stand on this, that'll also work. There we go. So we actually survived that with 40% health. Actually, when I did this without the recording, I didn't even have buffs, so... Again, if you can get them stuck, this boss fight's a lot easier. So just play around with this area. Try and stand here. If you can jump on here and just run around it. Just keep going until you get him stuck, pretty much. That's the goal with this boss, because he is a pain otherwise. Anyway, we're gonna now walk around this pack of mobs here. Hop over this, teleport, and then we're gonna head into the final boss's room. Now, I'm sure you just get a cutscene for this. I don't know if this is just the normal version. But I don't think we get one. No, I think we're good. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for the sun to run on in. There he is, he spawned. And then a bunch of mobs are gonna go on him and die as well. I'm gonna take this time to actually heal up as well. It's probably a good idea. So let me pop a sandwich. Alright, so this last boss is pretty easy to deal with. He has a lot less health, so he goes down very easy. He's going to start off by using the Meteor Strike, typically, and then he'll go into this big channel ability, and then the sun that you just saw run up will actually spawn a bubble somewhere in the room, and you want to get in that bubble. If you don't, you will die. After the channel's up, you'll just instantly die. He also has a buff that prevents him from taking, or reduces the amount of damage he takes. So when he has that on, you just want to avoid him. Or hopefully you can kill him before that. A lot of the time you can. But we'll see how this goes. And then mobs are going to, of course, come in from the sides of the room and drop orbs that help. Well, if we get those, I believe you have no cooldowns, which we shouldn't really need. But yeah, let's just get into it. I'm going to go ahead, pop my protective wings. Pop my insulating lens, battle him, magic circle, thwart, and then we'll drop the meteor on him. Hopefully he doesn't drop a meteor directly on us. He seems to just throw them around wherever he wants. Yeah, you can see where they are right now. There's that buff on him as well. The dominated spirit power. You can see these orbs around the room, which I just picked up, so I can now just spam over and over. So I'm just spamming my instant cast and just run around the room. Oh! Never mind, it's up. I probably should have spammed something a bit more effective than that, but as you can see, it worked. I did get hit by a meteor at the end, but as you can see, that boss is a bit of a joke. You don't really need to deal with him that much. I think it is the orbs that you pick up. I think I picked one up, I don't know. But I know you just get your cooldowns taken away for a small period of time. So that's super useful to have. You don't even need it, though. It's just nice. Like, if I never had that, I probably would have just continued fireballing and running around the room. But yeah, that is the whole of Burn Castle. You get free items. Actually, I have some in my inventory already. But you get free weapons. You'll also get, you know, some pet helms and stuff from the random mobs if you actually loot them. A bunch of abyssal shards, and then there is a chance at the Sunglow Lunar Gem at the end, which is really nice. But we didn't get one this time, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so that's... I think I've done all the Greater Dungeons now. There's definitely no other Greater Dungeon that exists. That Crawlout Cradle's not happening, okay? I can't... I don't know. Unless I figure out a trick to that first boss in Crawlout Cradle. I don't think that one's going to happen. So at lower gear scores... all gear scores in general, just avoid that dungeon because it's a bit of a waste of time. Although it's a really fun dungeon, I will say. It's probably the most unique out of the Greater Dungeons, which is a shame that it's so hard to do. But yeah, that's it for this video, so thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff. Feel free to check me out on Twitch. I might, you know what, you can pressure me into doing Crawlout Cradle over there or something, I don't know. And also join our Discord. Got one of those. All that stuff, all that good stuff, and yeah, I will see you all in the next video.